Hello, and welcome to a new episode from the podcast for dogs and spiritual women. Today we are talking about fireworks and thunderstorm. What to do when it gets loud and why sedatives are not the best idea. I live with 9 dogs. They all react differently to noise. We don't have too many fireworks here, but we do have hunting season and thunderstorms. There is a group that wants to hide during a thunderstorm and just sits in the corner trembling, and another group that stays outside until everything is blowing around them. Since all my dogs are from shelters, I don't know exactly under what conditions they lived before. But even from the little I know about their history, I can deduce something. Fear of noise seems to be mainly related to negative experiences. Okay, this is not new. And it's a bit of the character. The dog that reacts very fearfully was exposed to wind and weather without protection. It had no support and it had to fight for their survival. This applies not only to the stray dog that had to survive alone in the woods, but also to my border collie, who was trapped outside in a cage for 3 years. These dogs had no one to help them in the situation or to support them, humans. No possibility to get to safety. They were alone on their own, no other dogs. I have a stray dog that is extremely confident and has no fear of thunderstorms. And a stray that lived on the street but under human care. He is also very relaxed. All the others are very restless or have panic attacks. So it has a lot to do with the environment and experience dogs have in their lives when it gets loud. But now your dog is scared and you want to help him. There are two scenarios. First, I will talk about the acute case and then about possible prevention and why desensitization is a difficult. Acute case: thunderstorm or fireworks. Please stay calm yourself. Compassion is good, pity helps no one, especially not your dog. Our animals perceive our feelings. The more insecure you are, the more insecurity you confide to your dog. Be present. Don't go away or occupy yourself with the television. You can turn it on, it sometimes helps, but stay focused on your dog. Let your dog tremble. Trembling is a natural reaction of the body to deal with stress. It helps and relaxes the nervous system. Some dogs like physical contact in this situation. If your dog presses against you, stay calm and give him the opportunity to lean on you. Some dogs want to hide. Give your dog this opportunity too. Maybe you can build a cave that is sound and light isolated. There your dog can hide and is not so exposed to the noise and light. Our dogs react much more sensitively to light and noise than we do. We must never forget that. And they react more sensitively to energy. Thunderstorms are powerful energy. My dogs go to the first floor during a thunderstorm. None of them wants to stay on the ground floor. We can hardly protect our dogs from the energy, especially with fireworks. There's also the smell of fire. Dogs perceive this much more instantly than we do. And they can't understand why we don't want to flee when there is a fire. Ignoring is an absolute no-go. I was taught to ignore the dog in need, and this is still tough today. That is absolute bullshit. It only shows your dog that you are not capable to taking the lead in an emergency. You leave him alone. My dogs have divided my apartment and I stay out of it. Some dogs are not allowed in the upper area. It is only reserved for the closest circle. But in case of danger, all dogs are allowed upstairs, not because I say so, but because my dogs say so. Then they all lie together and hide under my bed. When the danger is over, they separate again and everyone goes back to their area. Ignoring the dog is, in my opinion, against nature. It is such a typical human thing to believe that this will harden the dog. No, they are just dependent on us, but cannot trust us. Great job. The other problem is prevention. Basically, it only works through cooperation. You can work with noises and simulate the noise, but not the energy and not the smell of fire. You can only prepare as well as you can and offer your dog a well insulated cave, for example, and stay with him in an emergency. The rest is relationship work, building and strengthening trust. And that is basic work that you should do daily, all year around. There are still a few aids for thunderstorm anxiety. The Thunder shirt and the body band wraps from T-Touch. But even here, it works because the dog can feel itself. Body awareness is extremely important in stressful situations for us and the animal. This is used in therapy, and it is absolutely incomprehensible to me why people push their dogs away when it wants to lean on them out of fear or insecurity. Sedatives. You can get them from the vet, pharmacy, or bioshop with alcohol, CBD, or other substances. Over the counter and natural, purely plant based. Most purely plant based preparations, however, need a carrier, and that is usually alcohol. We like things to be quick, effective, and easy. So, what is the problem with simply adding a few drops to the dog's food or water? If you have a child or would have one and it is scared, would you give it a glass of schnapps? Of course, it helps. But it's not very healthy. And it brings another problem. Maybe you have experienced such a situation once. You drank too much and ended up in a frightening situation. You can't react properly. The fear escalates into panic, and this panic manifests in your body because your body cannot longer react. And this is exactly the problem with sedatives. Your dog is not sedated, he is only dazed. He perceives what is happening around him, but he can no longer react. He is trapped in his body. Natural reactions are usually fight, freeze, or tremble. If this is no longer possible, the fear manifests in every cell. This lays the foundation for really nice trauma. And he will always need more sedatives. If there is no other option, talk to your vet. Get informed and advised, and don't give your dog anything just because the label is green. Even if it helps, the side effects and after effects are often unpredictable. If you want to know more, you are cordially invited to join our Yindu community on School. You can also find the link in the corresponding highlight. The community is free. There is a live Zoom every week on a specific topic, like-minded people, and lots of free support. If you have any questions or need support, write me. Thank you for listening. Our next theme will be the dog that doesn't listen. I wish you good luck for the next firework or thunderstorm. Bye.